story time.
Once upon a time, in a peaceful meadow, nestled between two tall oak trees, there lived a wise old tortoise named Timothy and a speedy young rabbit named Robbie. The meadow was their home, and they often played together despite their differences. Timothy the tortoise was known for his slow and steady nature. He was patient, diligent, and always took his time to do things. On the other hand, Robbie the rabbit was full of energy and loved to race around the meadow. He was proud of his speed and often boasted about it. One sunny morning, as they were basking in the warmth of the sun, Robbie couldn't resist bragging about his incredible speed. "Timothy," he said with a smirk, "I bet I can beat you in a race from one end of the meadow to the other." Timothy, who had heard Robbie's boasts many times before, smiled kindly. "Robbie, my dear friend, I may be slow, but I believe in the power of persistence. Let's have a race, but with a twist. We'll race not just once, but 3 times, and we'll see who wins the most races." Robbie, feeling confident in his abilities, agreed to the challenge. The animals of the meadow gathered to watch the race, excited to see who would emerge victorious. The first race began, and as expected, Robbie zoomed ahead. He reached the halfway point in no time, and looked back to see Timothy steadily plodding along. Feeling overly confident, Robbie decided to take a nap under a tree, believing he had plenty of time to catch up. Meanwhile, Timothy continued his slow and steady pace. He reached the finish line without pause, while Robbie was still fast asleep under the tree. Timothy won the first race. In the second race, Robbie was determined not to make the same mistake. He raced ahead once more, but this time he didn't stop to rest. However, his speed caused him to become careless. He tripped on a rock and tumbled to the ground, giving Timothy the opportunity to pass him by. Timothy won the second race. As they prepared for the third and final race, Robbie was humbled by his 2 losses. He realized that being fast didn't guarantee success if he wasn't careful. This time, he decided to pace himself and run steadily. Timothy, as always, continued with his slow but consistent pace. In the third race, Robbie and Timothy were neck and neck as they approached the finish line. But just before they could cross it, Robbie's exhaustion caught up with him, and he collapsed in a tired heap. Timothy, steady as ever, crossed the finish line first. The animals of the meadow cheered for Timothy, who had won the race fair and square. Robbie, gasping for breath, realized the importance of not underestimating the value of patience and consistency. The moral of the story, the tortoise and the rabbit, is that slow and steady wins the race. This timeless lesson teaches us that patience, determination, and consistency often lead to greater success than relying solely on natural talents or speed. If you like this videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.